Alabama offensive line and how they compare to others you've seen this year?
Oh yeah, man. They're a solid offensive line. I mean, some big guys, and they play well together. I mean, combos and stuff like that. They play well together. So it's gonna be a tough week.
What about their backs? Seems like even if you shed a block, there'll be a guy coming through the hole. If it's Derrick Henry, could be 245 pounds. How tough is that on a defensive tackle?
Oh yeah, man. It's tough, man. But I mean he's good when he gets in space. But I mean, through the gap, I mean, size don't really count for much. But I mean, if everybody does their job like we've been doing, then we'll be all right.
Jordan, how are you guys holding up, physically, 4 quarters? I mean, you've given up some more yards and points in the fourth quarter. Do you think that's just your lack of depth that's causing those problems? And how big of a concern is that with a team that kind of run at you downhill?
I don't think it's lack of depth. I would say more just maybe lack of focus. I mean, the game might get out of hand a little bit, and like I said before, everybody wants to do more than just their job to try to get the game back, and that's when seams start opening up. But everybody just calm down and does their job. Everything's working how it's supposed to.
How do you think you guys are holding up mentally?
Good. I mean, we still got a lot to play for, man. We got, 6-7 games left, and I mean, we still got a lot to play for, man. We're shooting for a bowl game, and we're going to get it.
Kurt said yesterday that it helped a little bit that you guys as defensive players have kind of been where the offense is now. A couple of years ago, you guys couldn't, quote, hold up here to the bar as much. How much has that helped you guys and kind of manage that it's not become offense versus defense?
Yeah, I mean, like Coach said after the game, man, he said we're all a family, and when one of your family members isn't doing so well, you know what I'm saying, they're going through some troubles, you're not going to turn your back on them. And I mean, we're a family, man, we're just sticking together.
Is it different than it was a couple of years ago?
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, a couple of years ago, I mean, there was a lot of finger pointing and stuff going on, but now, I mean, we're just looking to each other for support and looking to each other for help, man. We one team, we go in together, we come out together.
Is there anything specific you guys, the seniors, the team leaders, have done to keep this team one cohesive unit at offense versus defense?
Yeah, I mean, we just want to see the younger guys, especially, just see us, you know what I'm saying, bringing the offense up and stuff like that. Because I mean, you hear a lot from fans and other outside stuff that's going on, the articles and stuff like that, that's taking shots at the offense. But I mean, we just got to bring them up, and we want to see the young guys see us doing that.
Was the first quarter Saturday, you think, the best one of the season for the defense so far?
Yeah, I mean, we performed well, but I mean, it's not what happens in the first quarter, it's what happens in the fourth.
You talked about losing focus or trying to do too much on defense. Is it mentally exhausting to get a 3 and out, have to come back, turn around, and go back out after a 3 and out on offense?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's mentally exhausting, man. I mean, it's just our job. It's what we're supposed to do. So I mean, we go out there, do what we're supposed to do, man, and I mean, just try to come out with a dub.
When did you see something in Derek Barnett when he got to campus that you thought you could play this year?
Oh yeah, everybody keeps asking me the same thing. I tell the same stories. When it was one day in camp when he was running with the ones, and I think somebody broke out for about 40, 50 yards, and running past safeties, running past corners, and the only one catching him was Derek Barnett. I mean, he just ran 50 yards downfield, caught a running back, and then the very next play, they run to his side, tackles a man, and strips the ball. I mean, he's tired from the last play, but I mean, you don't see freshmen doing that, especially a lot going on. They just make a big play. You know what I'm saying? They relax a little bit, but no,
You see any signs of him hitting a freshman wall, or is he just getting better?
Oh no, he's just getting better. I mean, he had a great game this weekend. I think he's getting like 10 tackles a game, something like that. That's crazy. But I mean, he's doing great.
Was that the Devin Young play?
Yeah, that was Devin. You remember that? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Devin doesn't seem to talk about it defensive end, catching him from behind.
No.
What kind of atmosphere are you expecting Saturday with the Lane returning? What kind of atmosphere are you expecting from the crowd?
I mean, it's gonna be a live atmosphere like it is always. But I mean, we're not playing Lane Kiffin, playing Alabama, so. Yeah.
So there's no extra incentive for you guys?
No, man. It's another game.
So with Bama now, I mean, obviously they can kind of do that power run thing. They've kind of been known for that. But with having a quarterback who's got a little bit of a wiggle now and can run too, what does that add to kind of the plate of things you got to pay attention to when you're playing them?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely adds to it. I mean, a running quarterback, I mean, it's just something you definitely got to account for, and it's something that could kind of throw defenses off a little bit. But, I mean, we trust our coaches and trust the game plan, and they're going to put us in the right position.
What can you guys do defensively? You guys are obviously playing well, but what else?
Yeah.
What's the next step for
The next step for us is getting turnovers. I mean, we're playing good defense, getting 3 and outs, but something that'll really change the game around is we get more turnovers, and that's our main focus this week.
You guys were getting more turnovers in the years. That you guys kind of saying that now after you only didn't get any against Ole Miss.
Yeah. I mean, we've been getting some early in the year, but I mean, it's got to be more. So.
How have you seen Corey Green, progress this year? Basically, what's different about him this time around?
Oh yeah, I mean, he said it himself. I mean, he had a little bit of slow start this season. I mean, getting back into it, and but I mean, shoot, after this weekend, man, he's hot, man. He's rolling. So, I mean, I think everything's starting to click a little bit more, and we're not looking down. You know what I'm saying? We're looking forward. So.
Just one more on that edge. What makes him effective over there?
I mean, his speed and his strength. I mean, a lot of guys don't account for his strength because he's not really a real big defensive end. But I mean, he's a strong guy, man, and I mean, his bull rush is dangerous.
Is there anything your older guys have done to preach to the young kids about how this week is different from some of the others?
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows about being a cigar week. I mean, cigar game. That's what they called it. I mean, it's a tradition. And I mean, we saw pictures last year them smoking cigars in our locker room, and I mean that's that's disrespectful. But I mean, the young guys know that, and they need to take into account of how big this game is and how serious it is.
Thanks, guys.